All right. A little late start, but I don't give a fuck. It's not about you, it's about me. Let's see here. All right. So I got a topic to talk about, and shit gets old. It really does. But I guess I need to thank all of you for giving me evergreen content for your stupidity. So obviously, you guys should know what the show is about for the people who are tuning in because it's on the fucking thumbnail. You got a guy by the name of Billy Woods. You got a guy by the name of Retro Lizard, Customs Arcade, and you got a bunch of cucks in the community, such as Michael B, Danny, the Cornicade, Double A guys, all you guys. You know what you're up to. I'm gonna get into that shit in a minute. So, Retro Lizard, he's a real good, nice guy, community man who's been known and made popular for calling out the Cornicade when he did his little GoFundMe bit that most people acknowledged as a scam. And Cornicade's defense was it was private, which was 100% lie. First off, I'm just going to address that portion. First off, a GoFundMe's public, you stupid fuck. Second, I have nothing but receipts and screenshots of your friends sharing the GoFundMe on Facebook and people like Michael B liking it outside of Katie's uh, immediate Facebook friends. So that's another thing. So once again, it wasn't private, it was public. You motherfuckers shared it up to Michael B and you liked it. And then when you got kicked back, you try to walk it all back because you look stupid. Moving on to the next. Retro Lizard has been going through a lot. He uses a company called Shopify. And when Shopify does things, they can pretty much fuck up your business. So when people start doing chargebacks, obviously he's not getting the money, right? So he did what he can do. He's like, look, I'm not if you guys want your product or your fund now, please help me out and do a chargeback. And I know what he's going through. And so that's not good enough for you fucks. So you got people like Billy Woods who did wait a long time. His initial call out was 100% justified. He waited a long time. He called out Joel. Joel said, dude, I fucked up. Joel immediately delivered the product that was actually completed, delivered the product, offered Billy a refund. Billy accepted the refund, but because he's a stupid fucker, he fucked up on his account or whatever. So the money got sent back to Joel. After the fact, Billy goes, oh, you know what? I don't want the money anymore, guys. The deal's a deal. Bitch, you asked for the refund, and because of your own stupidity, you didn't get the refund. So he was offered a refund. He has a product. So Billy has a product, refuses to open up said product, offered a refund, claims he doesn't want it. How else is someone supposed to satisfy your grievances? At this point, Billy, you are just a whiny bitch. And how people are chanting you on is beyond me. Sounds like you're the scammer. You have the product. You were offered money. Your money back for the delays. You have the product and you're offered the money back for delays. Now I'm going to touch on how you're just a fucking hypocrite. So about 6 months later, after the fact, somebody got into Billy Wood's ear. to, I guess, push him forward on this. And during the video of his rant, he actually just he'll make example. He'll go, Joel lied about Glen, the Glen situation. The Glen situation being that initially when Billy made the order, it contained GRS parts. Those parts were faulty or something to the degree. Don't quote me on the faulty part, but either way, there was something wrong that it could not be corrected unless GRS intervened. Joel did his diligence and emailed the company. The company did not necessarily give immediate feedback. The way Joel was looking at it, I'm not going to throw Glen under the bus. I'm just going to own it because it's my company, et cetera, et cetera. So when all this stuff started coming out, he was like, you do know that I couldn't make your part because of, the GRS situation. That's where Billy basically tries to call him a liar. After Billy, the fact of the matter is, Billy confronts Glen about it, shows it on his fucking video that he did, and it shows Glen saying, yeah, Retro Lizards company did email mine, and it kind of was on us. And then Billy just goes, oh, well, he's crying wolf. The fuck? You stupid motherfucker. So now you admit Joe was right. And you do it about 15 to 20 times throughout your video. That you walk back every single thing that you said. So let's get into it. Hold on real quick. Been sit stuff. All right. Good to see you in here. All right. Hypocrisy number one in the walk back. Wrote a lot of this down. So we got the bag yolks versus ran out of yolks. Contradiction. On Billy Wood's video, let me pull this shit up, by the way. Give me a second. Share screen. Let's see here. Share. All right. He talks about, he said, Joel lied about the reason for the delays. And then in the video, he shows Glen confirming Joel's version was true. So he originally said he claimed Joe flip-flopped between bad yolks and ran out of yolks. He framed this as proof of Joel was lying, which he wasn't. And then what he later admits via the transcript is Glen confirms it looks like Joel sent in the service request. This confirms Joel did have yoke issues and told the truth. You're just a fucking... You must be drunk. You alcoholic or something. I don't know. That's my assumption. That's my opinion. Fuck you. Because only a fucked up idiot would admit this guy's telling the truth and then try to lie at the beginning of his fucking whole speech. Like 20 minutes in, you contradict yourself. Let me see if I can scroll to this shit. Like it's just ridiculous. And then he admits this. So basically he admits that his original accusation was wrong. He doesn't apologize, but then he acknowledged Joel was truthful. That's exactly the opposite of the truth. Or, excuse me, the lie you peddle, you motherfucker. And then you acknowledge, he acknowledges mistrust caused by his own accusations during his video. He basically literally compares himself to the boy who cried wolf. Because he's the one crying wolf, not Joel. He says, even when somebody's telling you the truth, you tend not to believe him since they lied to you before. What lie? Once again, you stupid motherfucker, what lie? But Joel didn't lie. You're the one caught pushing the misinformation. You showed on your own fucking stream, you fucking moron, that Joel was telling the truth. But instead, you emotionally doubled down. You emotionally doubled down, dude. You knew you were wrong and you refused to acknowledge it. And then you admit in your own narrative, you're not telling the whole story. Like, so at this point, I figured I pretty much had caught him in a lie. Figured, meaning you assume. That's not factual. But then later you say, I told Glen that I'll have to take Joel at his word as much as I don't want to. So Glen says, yeah, Joel's telling the truth. Joel's fucking telling the truth. And you're mad because you have to take him at his word. Why take him at his word? Why not take Glen's word? Is Glen a liar? Are you saying Glen's a liar? Let me pull a little Rexer on you. Audience, you tell me. You tell me. God damn. Excuse me. Pull the shit back up. I moved my fucking shit. All right, Kevin. Hey, Biggie. Let me pull the shit back up. I got disconnected for a second. Sorry about that. All right. Back. So then, he admits Joe was telling the truth. He didn't want to believe it. He had to accept it anyways. And your original claims just weren't factual. Michael B., why don't you fucking acknowledge that? Huh? You fucking bully? You're the biggest fucking tuber in this little ass niche space, and you got time to fuck with the little guy, but you don't have time to do the proper videos about iArcade when John was going to jail and stealing people's money. You didn't give a fuck because you're getting fucking free cabs and shit, right? Fucking jackass. You didn't give a fuck. But you want to pick on the smaller guy and not get the full truth. Your shit's coming too, by the way. Anyways. So then this guy goes on. He admits the refund went to the wrong email. So he tried to get a refund, you guys. And he admits because of his own stupidity, which is blatant here, it went to the wrong email. If you fucking watch the video, he admits his refund got sent to the wrong email. Once again, this contradicts the impression that he gave that that Joel never refunded him. You're like, because your fault. You admit you tried to get a refund, but it was your fault. So once again, you refused the refund. You have a fucking product. You refuse to open it. You're just a whiny bitch. This is disgusting, man. So another walk back. We're like on like contradiction number freaking 5 here. It's just, this guy, basically, the video's like 12 minutes and I got like 14 contradictions, which means that for every minute of his fucking video, he was contradicting himself. And all you fucks just ran with it. So then he admits he misinterpreted a bunch of shit. What he makes comments like, I thought he lied. I assumed the opposite. I believe he was covering it up. I'll have to take him at his word for now. I thought he lied. I assumed the opposite. I believe he was covering it up. I'll have to take him at his word for now. If you're correct, dude, you don't need to reevaluate your own whole story. Then he says, during his video, he's like, if the yolks were bad or the problem, then, say that. But that is what happened. Glen confirmed it. But you are basically admitting it. Your entire accusation was based on an assumption. Your assumption was wrong. The actual facts contradict what you claim, Billy. You falsely painted Joel as a liar. Falsely. And then the whole time you just refuse to say you lied. So to me, you basically admit during the whole fucking shit, you misrepresented Joel, the whole situation, which is no different than lying. And we'll get to all the rest while we go through the video. And I'll narrow it down. So I just wanted to get that through. And then as we play it, I'm going to point it all out.
Comments. We're going to get into basically the emails, that sort of thing, some stuff that I was hoping to shake out. And then at the end, we're going to kind of give you a little bit of a preview of what's coming up next. For one of those folks right here, I need to get this.
Oh, and by the way, before I forget, 100% of this, okay? So I did my own conspiracy on this, which ended up for me being factual based upon the facts, because opinions could be based on facts, right? This was a conspiracy to get the cornercade back into the scene. Why do I say that? Well, what could be Billy's motivation? And I'm like, man, somebody must have gotten to Billy's ear. And then magically, Michael B comes tumbling in, fee, fi, fo, thumb. Put one foot in front of the other. And he reiterates about Retro Lizard. And Mr. No Drama, Michael B, I spread this to my crew, my friends. I'm like, yo, something is up. I think this is about Michael B and Danny and Joel, not Billy Woods. Boom. Michael B makes a drama video about Joel. Wow, what a coincidence. I don't fucking believe in coincidence. This is so that they can discredit Joel because he rightfully called out the corner case. Oh, by the way, I send a very well thought comment, which Billy Woods deletes. So that's another thing. So during the stream that this guy did, he says Joel deleted someone's comment. I hit the person up. He's like, no, I didn't. Joel didn't delete my comment. I did. I'm paraphrasing. Which means Joel didn't delete the comment. No, of course not. He's the one continuing this shit. When the news reports are dry, he comes in with the drama, then has the nerve to walk shit back. Speaking of which, I got a lot to show. I'm gonna show all that walk back shit he did. But I'm gonna go through this video and break it down, and then I'm gonna keep saying what I said. I got lots more.
This out of the way. Everything you're about to see and hear is my personal opinion based on my own experiences. It's combined with publicly available posts, some that no longer exist, customer statements, screenshots.
Oh, that's another thing. This Perfect Storm gaming guy is one of the biggest pieces of shit in the community. He's the one who hangs with Cuck Ray, who's watching, the Mr. guy that, you know, admits that he raped a woman. This guy claims he doesn't do drama, and he's also pushing the shit because he got embarrassed because I have the screenshots in the Discord where he was getting Perfect Storm Gaming was getting sued by a company because he was lying about the product that he never bought or owned. Then he tried to reach out to Joel via his wife, saying, hey, can I, you know, talk to you? Because isn't your wife a lawyer a bit? And Joel was like, dude, don't contact me about legal situation. And ever since then, Perfect Storm has been on a revenge tour. So you have a lot of elements of these guys popping up, running with shit, looking stupid, because Joel hurt their pee-pee.
And video that people have shared online. I strongly encourage everyone to take a look at the evidence themselves and make their own judgment. Okay, with that out of the way, as you can see here, there are a ton of comments. And all I can say really is, wow. You see, when I posted the video, a link for that should be popping up right about now, just in case you haven't seen it. I mean, there are a lot of you now than there were then. So if you need to check it out, go for it. We'll wait. Okay, that's long enough. So when I posted the video, I honestly didn't know which way it was going to go. The amount of support.
The video's there. And for you guys, I'm not going to replay the whole damn thing. So it's not like I'm cutting off the truth or whatever. I'm going to skip to the parts of my claims about the contradictions.
Oh, I hope you guys can understand, but rest assured, I read every single one of them. All right, now I got to address something directly. Actually, specifically, gets influenced property. Look, grown-ass adults are allowed to buy and sell whatever they own. And if someone gets influenced by a video or something they see on YouTube, dude, that's on them. At the end of the day, I mean, you probably had to change your underwear, but for the most part, nothing happened. Let's be honest, that I'm on the phone move, that was pure self-preservation. And honestly, probably the smartest decision you could have made in that situation.
So here, he's using a video. And when I multi-stream. Blackout is my show, you dumb fuck. So I multi-streamed out, and it ended up being on Prince Malcolm's account. So he's crediting Prince Malcolm for, you know, my show and this video. So what occurring here is you see Rexer and 19K Fox. 19K Fox is confronting Rexer during the stream. I went off what I was told and what I had, and it can only assume based upon the video. The only thing I factually got wrong was whose phone it was. The phone was not Rexer's or avoiding Rexer. And I clearly say all this during my video, you dumb, stupid shits, that this is my assumptions. So we were just commentating on this random video with no sound of their own to guess what's going on, which I have fucking every right to do. You dumb fucks. So to sit there and say, you know, try me to say to spread this as if that was actually happening is this fucking retardedness. You guys are fucking retards. Anyways, this was happening because I interviewed 19K Fox, who was fucking there. And I have the screenshots of the comments. What ended up happening is that throughout the years, Rexer has attacked the credibility of 19K Fox's service, his family, his wife, his children, by making snide comments. 19K saw him in person and checked him in story. 90K is over it now because Rexer did his back ass way of, air quote, apologize. But that's what occurred. Those are the facts. Dumb fucks. Now, you have people like Mike B who came into this stream and go, oh, well, you got a little bit wrong here, buddy, and stuff like that, acting like he's surprised by any of this. But, oh, you ready for the big reveal, guys? I mean, it's already been revealed, but for the folks who are watching who don't know, let's share something really important here about this. I'm going to bring it up here and give me a second. How did this video get out? Who gave me the video in the first place? Oh my God, look. It's your rumor spreader himself, the gossip king, Michael B. Now, if you see this date, it's damn near, how long ago was this? And you guys are 12 months later bringing up old shit that should be over. It's been 12 months, Billy. Anyways, so don't sit here and act like I was in the fucking corner of the shit Spider-Man-ing it. And then I'm not getting fed shit to go off. So I'm looking. I'm like, dude, he's frozen. Michael B sent it to me. And then you guys are spreading, to include Michael B, here goes Messiah, causing that drama. Bitch, you spread it to me. And then not only did you spread it to me, let's see here. Because the thing about me is I'm good on keeping shit not in the limelight if you don't want it. He tells me, I'm like, you saw the last comment where I'm like, dude, he's frozen, bro. And that ends the bro. He's like, he's a coward in person. I'm like, dude, he's pretending like he's on the phone, bro. That's my assumption. And then he tells me Fox confronted him about the stuff he said about him. He was shaking like there was something wrong with him. I'm like, dude, he ain't have shit to say. Fox is going off. Yeah, Fox went into him. Like, dude, talk on the people's family and children is deplorable. Okay, you don't like the product, big deal. But the man was talking about him as a human and his family. And he writes, yep, he is a shit person and most importantly, a coward. He's lucky he didn't get knocked out. Is this out there yet? Can I share? Or is this private making the rounds? He's like, well, it's private rounds for now because I want to go in on this dude. I'm like, okay, let me know then. And then let's see here. Oh, there's more. Where's the follow-up? Here it is. Share screen. Hold on. Fox said, okay, but if you keep it up and next time we meet, remember, I gave you this opportunity to say this to my face. So basically, this is following up about how Rexer made those comments about his 19K Fox, wife, children, and his military service. And he's like, well, I say, well, there's a difference on having different viewpoints on things. Michael says this year was the receipt. I say, wow, he's just a nasty human being. And then he goes, B just wants everyone to like him. Oh, hold on, this is one something. Then support B. That's not how it works. That's like Schindler's shit list. I mean, John D is just making. Oh, that's the end of the one. Hold on, I'm trying to find the one where he gives me permission to share it. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, fuck you, Michael, for lying to me my whole fucking time faking shit. You're my friend, Messiah. Yeah, the fuck I am. Backstabbing asshole. Let's see here. I think this should be it. Is this it? All right. Private rounds for now. Because I want to go in on this dude. Okay, let me know when, if ever. Don't worry. I have this one. It's my new super chat video. Oh, so then technically I could put it on the show. He's like, sure. So I used it. So stop acting like this was some massive leak shit that I conspired. Why don't you own up to the fact you gave it to me and allowed me to use it, and 99% of the information I went on was you. The only thing factual I got wrong was whose phone it was. Who gives a fuck? It happened. You can see the video yourself, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I say, yeah, there was aliens in the video. If you stupid retards are dumb enough to believe that part, that's on you. Was there any fucking aliens in the video? None of that I could see, other than James hates everything. Jesus Christ. And he's like, do whatever you want with it. I'm like, well, yeah, cool. This is great. Good job, 19K. Well, bro, this is gold. Fox gets a golden ball status. And he said Fox warned him last year in CES. Oh shit. And he still did it. He had a talk with him then. I'm like, wow, what a punk. He still said shit. Again, I recall. And Rex said it was all an act and he liked Fox. You know? I don't know. So yes, yesterday he ranked shit. Some shit on 19K Fox and only let B Kong off. Oh, it must have been some bullshit where they all were together. And then that's the other part. So that's that. Yeah, minimum complete manipulator. But I'm not the one either way. If I do or don't like Erexer, that has nothing to do with the fact I'm not the one who took the video. I'm not the one who was sharing rounds with it, mocking you. I do that in public, you know, like I put out a video on your ass, you know, like ha ha ha, you know, it happened, you know, own up to your actions. And in the end, who gives a fuck, you know? But I'm not the one who conspired. Like this would have never came out if I was never given the video. So go fly a kite. You and might be like that's the case. But either way, I get it. You know, I go in on you, but you know, and it's sad because in a time beyond time, who knows? We could have been friends, right? The one thing I will say nice about Rexer. I'll do this for Rex. He's consistent. He's a consistent asshole. I don't need to know or try to figure out Rexer. He's consistent, and I give you props. I give you credit. Your consistency makes you more honest than Michael B. You're an asshole. You exaggerate shit. You do lie sometimes, but nothing like Michael B is doing. Not right now. I mean, dude, Mike, you had me going, dude. Anyways, back to this guy, Billy Woods. So I wanted to show that part about the video. So now that part. So I'm going to go back to the Billy video and keep showing the receipts going from there. Let's see here. Okay, let's continue.
But in all seriousness, that moment could have escalated to a whole of at times. But I don't appreciate you trolling in my comments. The identity of the person you really want to know, the video where the conversation took place is still out there. So if you want to get Scooby and the gang together and do some internet sleuthing, go for it. And good luck.
There's no fucking sleuthing to be done, dummy.
Because you have well over a year, 7 days from the time I placed the 7 days. I think it's moot. As you can see.
So he said his justification for Rexer, it's been a year. What the fuck does this say, dude? 5 months ago? It's like, take your own advice. All right, moving on.
From this post, it finally arrived on June 7th, 2025. making it a total of 907 days from the time I placed the order to the day I received it. As the post says, I haven't opened it yet, and I still haven't. It's essentially sitting in my basement collecting dust, but we'll talk about why a little later. It's because I'm a whiny bitch and I will never be satisfied. I'm traumatized. If I open it up, I'll be a sad boy. See, just because I received my order is not really where the story ends. So let's...
Yeah, that's where it ends. Never ending story just ended right here with this picture.
Backtrack a little bit. I guess we'll start with the first email that I received from Joel after posting the video. I guess it's a good place as any to start.
So he shows a email that says, Joel is just being a man. He says, dude, I appreciate you calling me out. It was well deserved. Here's your new tracking. Your new tracking. See the photo, please.
Mind you, I didn't see it until Friday morning.
So Joel wrote to him. What was see, June 4th? Let's look this up real quick. June 4th, 2025 was a day. It was a Wednesday. So that was a Wednesday. And then he said he didn't see it until what, Friday? Let me see.
After posting the video. I guess it's a good place as any to start. Mind you, I didn't see it until Friday morning.
All right, so 72 hours later. Oh, he's definitely baiting Rexer. And look, I'm popping off on Rexer, whatever. This isn't about Rexer, and I'm not gonna do that to him here. You know, like I don't need him you know, all whatever. Like I'm just talking shit. He's definitely baiting Rexer. And I'm telling you, what these guys have been like I said, Rex. The reason why Rex is such a threat is because he has an audience that can compete with those guys. And Rexer gets passionate, and Rexer does go off on some tangents, in my opinion. But that's besides the fact. Rexer is consistent. That is a good trait of his, regardless of how bad you may see it or not see it. He's consistent. And I respect that more than liars like that just blatantly overtly lie. I mean, Rexer's consistently to me an asshole about things, but Rexer's not wrong about a lot of things. I can say that. He's not. He's right about a lot of things. Not 100% things, because he will, narrate things to do his end bit, but he's right about a lot of things. And it's sad that for me, he's not more truthful in certain things, but that's beside the fact. This is not about him. This is not about Rexer. 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 This is about Billy Woods. This is about Michael B. This is about Danny. And I'm going to get into why. I'm going to continue on.
Based on the date and timestamp of the email, it's only a few hours after the video dropped. He says, I appreciate you calling me out. It was well deserved. Here's your tracking information. Please see the photos. Like, fuck, dude. I didn't want to call you out.
But you're making a video 5 months later after you already made a video. Okay, continue.
I didn't want to make the video in the first place. Do you have any idea how fucking stressful that was? I mean, come on, man.
Not stressful enough that you're enjoying this.
This is something that should have never happened. I should have never had to call you out in the first place.
He should not have ever had to call you out. You're all right about that.
Didn't you ever hear the adage of treat somebody how you want to be treated? I mean, put yourself in my shoes.
So why are you continuing to make videos about a resolved situation?
Hell, put yourself in any of your customers' shoes. How would you feel if somebody held on to your money or your order for 2.5 years? You'd be pretty pissed too. We as customers don't ask for money.
I'm going to say this. I get it if you don't have the facts, but when the facts eventually come out, you motherfuckers going to eat crow. But no, you're not going to eat crow because you're the type of guys that harbor pedos, harbor people who admit they rape people, harbor people with restraining orders, harbor people who owe child support, harbor people who work around kids and aren't licensed to do so. So yeah, I mean, the standards is pretty fucking hilarious. You have fucking none.
Much. We just want to be able to place our order and get it in a timely manner. About 45 minutes, I get this email. He says he'd like to assist with the setup. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll talk about that a little later. I honestly don't know how comfortable that conversation would be, especially after something like this. I'm sure that's never going to happen. You'll notice that I blacked out his number here since he indicated it was his personal cell.
If you guys can't see comments, hit up top, new comments. Top comments only show highlights. New comments show all the other comments.
Happen. You'll notice that I blacked out his number here since he indicated it was his personal cell.
So Joel writes, I would like to assist with the yoke. When you first plug it into the PC, we will have to schedule up a setup when you're ready. Team viewers on PC for remote assistance. We'll run through a few games to test and make sure the controls stuck correctly. And if not, we'll remap. Should take care of about an hour or so. Shoot me a text on my personal cell so I don't use the business phone anymore. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like communications. Okay, let's go.
Look, after the way he's treated his customers, I probably shouldn't, but I feel like
So he just basically said, I should dox Joel publicly and reveal his phone number. Interesting.
It's the right thing to do. However, if any of you that haven't received your orders or feel you got burned by them and you want it, feel free to reach out to me.
So he just admitted in public internationally that he's willing to share and dox somebody. And if you are a customer, say, you know what's so dangerous about that, Billy? Imagine, motherfucker, if someone wanted to kill Joel, since you're a whiny bitch, imagine other folks, probably even more crazy, right? And they're like, you know what, I want to kill this guy, because he's got my money or some bullshit, or where's my product? And then you give them the number so that they can track him down. That's wild, bro. Good job.
Somewhere on the in-between, I received this photo. It's a picture of the...
So sends a photo dated for drop off for 5th of June. I mean, so you're getting your product. Okay.
The receipt that he got from the UPS store when he shipped it out. So cool. It's on its way.
All right.
With that said, I should have been excited to receive it. Hell, I should be thrilled to be opening it, installing it, setting it up, showing it off to all you guys, but I'm not. Look, maybe I'm being a crybaby bitch here, but...
damn. Maybe I'm being a crybaby bitch. Yeah, you're being a crybaby bitch. I mean, I was making up that word, and then you actually say it. Because I actually didn't watch the whole video yet. I just copy and pasted the transcript. This is hilarious.
After all the bullshit that I went through to finally get it, I know I'm not going to enjoy it. And that's because every time I play it, I know I'm going to be thinking about all the miserable shit that I went through to finally get it. Anyway, it arrived, so I toss up a post that apparently nobody saw. Here's a close-up of the label. Obviously, I need to block out a majority of the information on it. I'm sure it's pretty easy to find me, especially with some of the info that I've shared with you guys already. I don't need to make it any easier for you. I don't know if you guys can see it.
So he admits he doxed himself previously. Cool. Got it.
But it looks like there was a new label affixed over the old one. Or maybe there's two there. I don't know. Either way, it's another indication that it was ready to go out, but it just sat there for whatever reason.
Okay, so where's the lie? Joel said he had it completed this whole fucking time. And he fucked up and did not send it out. So that's the proof that he's telling the truth. He owed up to it. He delivered your product immediately and offered you a refund, which you were stupid enough that you didn't set up right and it got kicked back. And then now you're claiming you don't want it. Got it. Dumb fuck.
So I follow up with him and I let him know that it arrived.
This is insane. Hi, Joel. I just wanted to let you know that the box arrived. Thank you for shipping it out. I haven't opened it yet. I plan on doing so. It might be a while. In full transparency, I'm really no longer interested. This whole ordeal has completely soured me on it. I currently very unhappy with the way my cabinet is set up now with buy stuff gaming box. So he's saying he hates to buy stuff gaming. Cool. Which is probably something I would not have purchased had I gotten the mod before it was released. With that said, I plan on supporting them when they release their PC mod for the Star Wars cabinet. Well, I'm no longer interested in it. I have an idea that may turn this negative into a positive. Okay. But it's going to take some time to procure the parts that I need to make that happen. I will be in touch as soon as possible. As soon as, I can't read the rest, sorry. I will also begin work on the follow-up video that I promised the community. As I said, it would be irresponsible of me not to follow up. If you don't mind, I like to step up on my soapbox for a moment. My intention here, sir, is not to roast you. Fool me. Anyways, but just ask you to please do better. Please treat your customers with the respect they deserve. Treat them how you want to be treated. While I understand my experience may not have been the norm, there are others that are waiting on their orders as well, like Todd, ITO. Todd took to the comments saying he ordered over a year ago and still hasn't received anything. Maybe you can get to his order next. So these are reasonable statements where he says, please treat your customers the way they deserve to be treated. Joe can work on that. I agree with that. As far as communication is concerned. Yeah. That's a good criticism. While I understand my experience may not have been the norm, there are others that are waiting. I agree. If someone's waiting the longest, I think they should be first in line. That's just common sense to me.
I also let him know that it's probably going to be a while before I reach out to him to set it up. And I let him know that I didn't want it anymore. But at this point, I kind of already had an idea as to what I was going to do with it. I told him I was going to start working on the video, but that kind of went off the rails a few days later. Again, we'll cover that in a bit. I also decided to jump up on my soapbox a little bit and ask him to do better. You see, at this time, I still thought I was kind of an outlier here. I mean, now we're looking at the previous video with 5 months plus a history and comments, but that's not how it was initially. Anyway, after I sent it, I immediately got it.
Well, hold on. I got to process that.
Looking at the previous video with 5 months plus a history and comments, but that's not how it was initially.
I'm confused. Hold on. Sorry. I'm not processing.
When I kind of already had an idea as to what I was going to do with it. I told him I was going to start working on the video, but that kind of went off the rails a few days later. Again, we'll cover that in a bit. I also decided to jump up on my soapbox a little bit and ask him to do better. You see, at this time, I still thought I was kind of an outlier here. I mean, now we're looking at the previous video with 5 months plus a history and comments, but that's not how it was initially. Anyway, after I sent it, I immediately got his canned response. He follows up on Monday and he tells me he follows up on Monday and he tells me he has no issue with history and comments, but that's not how it was initially. Anyway, after I sent it,
that's a quick transition. All right, hello. Thank you for your email. Please note this is an auto reply. If you're looking for a status of your order, please be advised we do not provide order status. Also, if you need further assistance or would like to speak with us directly, please feel to reach us. Dude, it's an auto reply. So see, this bitch, he's basically making it like Joel's dodging him when the auto reply is like, look, I'm not best reached here. Please reach me on my personal Facebook where I will be more than happy to message you, or my business Facebook via Messenger. So he's giving you a direct means of communication. You're such Billy. Something's fucking. You're retarded. You're and then I'm not even really upset at you. I'm upset about everybody else, like Michael B, who's smarter than the average fucking fat fuck, and ran with this. This is crazy.
I immediately got his canned response. He follows up on Monday and he tells me he has no issue with the video.
So you send him something on Friday, late, let me see. Let me see what this got back. This canned response. So it's Sunday. It's fucking Sunday. You got a auto reply on a weekend. You expected this guy to get up out of bed on a Sunday to talk to you? You shut up, man. Anyways, Monday morning. Sounds like really good communications. Holy shit.
Thing, which is true, he did, but a deal is a deal, right?
Okay, here we go. You heard that contradiction? I know I was talking over it. Listen to this shit.
Then he tells me he offered me a refund and that sort of thing, which is true, he did.
He tells me he offered me a refund, which is true, he did, dismissing it as if it's not true. Completely dismissing it as it's not true. Insane. Fucking sane. And then you know why it didn't happen? Because Billy is a retard and didn't set up whatever shit he needed to set up appropriately, so it got bounced back, which then he admits. But now he's trying to say, well, a deal's a deal. No, bitch, you didn't take the deal is a deal bit. You tried to get the refund, and because of your own fuck up, you're blaming it on Joel. You're just so disingenuous, man. God damn.
But a deal is a deal, right? He lets me know that he has no open orders for this guy named Todd.
There you go. It's not even a fucking customer. See, the thing about Joel, yeah, he may be late on shit, but he's not a liar. His integrity is there. So this random guy that you didn't verify is not even a customer. So why even, dude, you just look like, how do you make your own self look stupid in your own video? Like, this is crazy. So Joel tells you, or writes the bill, respectfully, I have no issue with the video, but if you were no longer interested and would have preferred a refund, that would have been very well been arranged and opposed to the video. I'm not mad at all about the video, as it was well deserved. There you go. Shut the fuck up. You're just baiting. I have offered refunds with an S to you before or previously, and you have opposed them. You are correct that your order is not the norm. My wait time on arcades are 1 year plus, and I have others waiting 2 years for Guitar Heroes. My Facebook page has been transparent regarding this. As for Todd, I have no open orders with the name Todd attached, so I'll comment to let the person the same know and to contact me. I do appreciate you getting back, and if you decide to use the product, let me know. As with all my Star Wars orders, I have to show you the basics on how to use it and reconfirm all the controls work. So after all your roasting and all your whining, all your bitching, Joel's doing his job as a business and as a professional to still offer you customer support. In fucking sane. Inputs change randomly, so I always confirm it's working because the yoke is controlled by a program called X Output. My business line is no longer in use. I only contact via email and direct messaging through my Facebook page. Keeping up with the phone, text, direct messages, and emails became too much. Talk to you soon, Joel.
Again, he offers to set it up if I decide to use it, noting that X output can change randomly. I shoot back another email and I lay it all out for him. Why I refused a refund, what the best way.
Mind you, guys, he admits in his video here that he didn't refuse the refund initially. He failed to set up the account portion correctly so he can get the email or get the refund to him. So he's lying about that part. And then he later brings it up like 40 fucking, it's not a 40-minute video, but you get my point. A very long video, minutes into it, after he initially talks about it, like you're going to be dumb and forget, which people like Mike B apparently are because they ran with this. Anyways, he writes, "Hi, Joel. Yes, I know that you offered me a refund per your May 29, 2024 email you stated." So this email, or excuse me, this refund was offered like a year and a half ago. Hold up. Hold up. This is crazy. This is insane here. I'm just going to quickly See how long this go was. See here, my math is gonna be off, so I'm gonna use the Google. How long ago was this? So, Billy, whiny bitch Woods, was offered a refund. Let's see, so May 29, 2024. He was offered a refund. I'm gonna be factual to the fucking time. 1 year and 6 months and 6 days ago. If we were doing rounding up, this dude got offered a refund damn near 2 years ago. It's almost going to be 2 years and you were offered a refund. So 2 years later, a year, 6 months, and 6 days later, you're bitching. Mic check. Mic check. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Let me go back to this real quick. Enter studio. My shit got error. Sorry about that. Mike. 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 Oh, shit. There we go. Fix this shit. Mike. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Fucking, I don't know what happened. Fucking MacBooks. Anyways, yeah, three of us. Hold on. That's the old one. Let me make sure which is which. All right, so that's one's that. Remove this bitch. I don't know what the hell happened there. Anyways, let me go back to the video I had up. Sorry about that. Share screen. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it says if he wants to cry about Rexer too, then he should make a separate video. Exactly. Why did he even bring this up in the video about Retro Lizard? Exactly. Let's see here. Yes, we're going back into Billy's vagina. All right. So back to the excitement. 1 year and 6 fucking months ago, this motherfucker was offered a refund. We are almost 2 years in this drama. And this guy was offered a refund then. But then wants to make it like, I've been waiting for 2 years. Well, yeah, but you were offered a refund back when this initially occurred. Man, shut the fuck up.
It was to turn this proverbial lemon into lemonade, that sort of thing. Sourcing a Star Wars cabinet to toss it in my area is probably a pipe dream, but that's the plan. I pretty much check Marketplace weekly looking for one. Anyway, he replies back and he lets me know when the warranty begins.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Thanks for clarifying. For a warranty, it doesn't start until the customer receives the product. But in this case, you're not using it right away, which is fair. So when you figure out the plan and we get it set up, we'll start the warranty, which honestly, he has no obligation to do at this point.
Pretty much right after this is when the wheels start to come off. A day or two later, this post ends up in my feed.
So this random guy makes a comment, right? And now he's going to try to drag in Glen. And let me start off by debunking this right off the getway. Joe popped off about Billy. He said the shit about Glen. Glen didn't receive that well. Joe didn't. Look, you got a lot of alphas in this community, right? So there's a lot of chest pounding. I'm like, Joe's a good dude. It's been miscommunication. Glen's a good dude. There's been miscommunication because I found out that through people like John D and Glen, there's a lot of snakes that uses these people's names. You know, you got Michael B, who, when he tried to derail John D and stream over these streams and got confronted, he brings on Glen and used Glen as a prop, which obviously will probably make John D upset, right? Because John D and Glen have history. I made sure John D knew this was not on Glen. This was Mike B stirring shit. Okay. Hold on. Stream it. When Joel and Glen got into it, I could see, shit, there's a lot of miscommunication. Let's talk about it. I had these guys talk. They're good. They're friends. So it's kind of funny that you're trying to bring up Glen to smear Joel, but yet they're friends. They're friends right now, like good friends. So this shit needs to stop. Because you admit and show that Glen was like, oh shit, Joel did send in the order. And we learned how to communicate correctly so that this shit doesn't happen again. So Joel was trying to be altruistic in the sense that he didn't want to ever call out Glen in the first place. But it got to that point because of all the crap you were spewing. So let me go forward.
Needless to say, it pissed me off. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why? Well, that's actually because there's something missing. And that's because Joel deleted it, which I've come to find he does quite often.
So Joel didn't delete this, dumbass. Joel didn't delete it. Glen deleted it because they're friends. And they realize that we said a lot of things that didn't need to be out there, and we said a lot of things that we can regret. Life is too short. Glen deleted it, not Joel. So stop lying. So it says, oh, wow, I'm really sorry Retro Lizard did that. Da, da, da. And that's because they got into it.
Thankfully, I have a screenshot. So based on what he says here, it was Glen's fault that it was delayed. He said he received bad yokes. Now, this is why you always keep receipts and document everything. On March 11th, 2023, he told me GRS ran out of yokes.
Watch this, guys. So this is back a year. So less than a year from this date here, Joel offered him a full refund. Okay. or not even offer, but yeah, it was even prior to that. But Billy kept denying it or fucking up and not getting his refunds like he's supposed to because he doesn't know how to fucking set up shit. Anyways, watch this. So he sits there, calls Joel a liar about this, and then watch this. So Joel says, well, they ran out of yolks. Like, what do you want me to do? Your shit's faulty.
So I was
Like, I'm not gonna send you a bad product.
like, so what was it? Bad yolks, or did they run out?
So Lizard got upset, made shit public, and he said, you actually contributed to that timeline by sending me dead on arrival yolks, not exchanging them and telling me to open them up and check the connection, in turn making me order 3 more and throw out 3 yolks.
At this point, I figured I pretty much had caught him in a lie.
So this motherfucker says, I pretty much thought I caught him in a lie.
Now, bear with me here, guys, because we're going to be jumping all over the place.
Now, why? Why do you need to jump all over the place? Why? Just tell the truth.
Hopefully you guys will be able to follow and we can keep it straight. So as I said, I thought I caught him in a lie. So
I thought I caught him in a lie.
I posted this. Now,
hey, folks, I hope you're doing well. This might be old news to some and news to others, but I was encouraged to share this here. So here we get, I'm going to jump all over the place. Here we get into the conspiracy. I was encouraged to share this with others. Could it be Mike B? Could it be the AA guys? Could it be Danny? Console Kids? Because what y'all probably don't know is that I have the receipts and screenshots where Retro Lizard called out every single one of the Arcades Anonymous guys for continuing to perpetuate Danny's lies. Just like, they did with me, where Danny was going around spreading lies and they confronted Jade about it, they being Dubs and whatnot. And they admit that, we were lied to. And do they do anything to Danny about it? No. They continue to support his shit. And then this is what they're trying to do.
Not only did I want others that may not have seen it to know what happened, but I also wanted to find others that may have had issues so they can tell their story. As you can see here from the video, the comments are a bit out of order, so we're going to be using screenshots from the post to keep things straight. Joel posted the...
So where he had left off was... Hold on. I'm not going to skip it. I'm going to let it play.
The post to keep things straight. Joel posted the last few of our emails.
So he posted the last bit of his emails. Yes, I know that you offered me a refund. He's re-showing it again. With that said, I like to do is try to source another Star Wars cabinet. Thanks for follow-up. Everything's cordial. Everything's okay. There's no indication that I'm so mad I'm going to do a roast video. And this could have been done over 1 year and 6 months ago. Over 1 year and 6 fucking months ago, Billy could have just been done with it and still receive this product, but he refused. So some really whiny. You're creating your own drama.
Emails, most of which I've already shared. Unfortunately, he didn't have the common courtesy to censor out any of my private information, which I did for him. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to avoid a potential doxing.
So let's stop deflecting. You were in the wrong. I'm confused because didn't Joel say what you did was correct? I deserve the call out. I'm not mad about it. Well, how's that deflecting? And deep down, you know it. He knows it. I confronted his ass. He's like, no. Billy Woods wasn't right for calling me out about me having this product and not sending it out. It's done. This is crazy. And then he writes, you did send me a refund. And while I appreciate the gesture, let's not rewrite history. Bitch, you're rewriting it. You're rewriting it. He sent you a refund. He sent it to you. Joel sent you a refund over 1 year and 6 months ago, according to all this shit. He sent you a refund. Joel sent you a refund. Can someone bring him up here so he can get slapped in the head each time I speak these words? He sent you a refund 1 year, 6 months, 6 days ago. He sent you a refund. You stupid, whiny fucking asshole.
Scenario.
It's insane. You did send me a refund, and well, I appreciate the gesture. Let's not rewrite history. You only offered that refund after you said the item had shipped, not to mention that was on May 29th, 2024. What day is it? You just said we already covered the fact that he was correct on the date that he did. Pull my fucking hair out. Oh my God. I actually declined it out of concern for your time and effort. He didn't decline out of concern for his time and effort. He admits later, guys, that he set up the fucking shit wrong and it got kicked back. So he's just a liar. Not because you were generous. I could share those too if I like. I have it. It's all black and white. So don't pretend you're doing me any favors. You try to pretend you any favors. He was done with you. Like, here's your fucking money. Go away. Jesus Christ. You're like the fucking shit just doesn't go away. If you generally want to save face, how about refunding the people who've been waiting over a year? Oh, wait until you get the facts on this one. And when it happens, you're going to fucking eat crow, you dumb fuck. You don't think that sharing emails somehow earns you more high ground? I was already planning to include them in my follow-up. Okay. So who cares? So that's a moot. You're not exposing anything I have been transparent about. I mean, if you admit talking in circles about your lying, yeah, I guess so. What really pushed me to speak up again is what I saw on Glen's page. You told me the yolks were sold out. The email is literally in my video. Then I saw your now deleted. Shame on me for not screenshotting it. But you did screenshot it, but somebody else did. Oh, interesting. So someone else is feeding you. Comments on Glen's post claiming they were actually received dead on arrival, which he wrote to you. And he made the so were they sold out or dead or arrival? When I questioned, did he? Who gives a fuck? Like you're not gonna get your product. Like he's not trying to tell on Glen at this point. Did he contribute by generating tracking numbers, then sitting on the shipment as well? You were silent. The silence speaks volumes. So you want him to basically rat on Glen's
thing to provide.
That's not how small businesses treat each other. What really pushed me to speak up again is what I saw on Glen. As I said, I see that you have learned absolutely nothing from this, which is disappointing because my goal was not only to get what I ordered, but also help you grow, improve. So you got what you ordered and you were offered a refund over a year and 6 months ago. Got it. The bottom line is this: you've shown a consistent lack of integrity. I'm trying to find a single lie here, guys. Let me know if you see the fucking lie because I'll pull it up. You take advantage of people who don't have a platform or are too intimidated to speak up. But some of so he only takes orders from people with less than like 2,000 followers. Like, make that make sense, you dumb fuck. But some of us have a voice. You all have a voice. We all have a voice. You just get on YouTube or email or make it public. Leave them fucking review. You have a voice, you dumb fuck. And we're not afraid to use it. You never know when that order is going to come in from a nondescript account with a larger subscriber base than mine. Oh, dude, have we found something here? I'm gonna screenshot this. Shwink. Look at that. Did he just tell on Michael B? Yo, guys, chime in. Did he just tell on Michael B? I think he just told on Michael B. Oh my God. Interesting. You never know when that order is going to come in from a nondescript account with a larger subscriber base than mine. Keep that in mind. Remember, I was sent this. I was encouraged to do this. Other people are sending me these screenshots. Who, and once again, who immediately, like number 5th comment coming in his comment section was Michael B, who did a video less than 24 hours after Billy Woods did a video. Michael B. Told on yourself. Interesting. Maybe stop restoring arcade cat machines for your friends with arcades and posting about all the cool stuff you're working on, and instead finish the work for the paying customers who are actually funding these projects. It's clear you're prioritizing high profile work while the rest of us are left waiting. I won't be replying to you again. So now he's running away. He's running away. I've said what needs to be said. You've got enough. And why are you like, you have the product, you offer a refund over a year and 6 months ago. I'm confused why you're even talking about it, but go on. But I will continue to speak up for the little guy, air quote, the little guy. Billy, you are the little guy. You just said you were the little guy because the subscriber count's bigger than you. So this is interesting. Who's been burned and is, how have you been burned? Is too afraid to call you. Joel has communicated with you and call you the above the fray. Do better, because you never know who the next person is that you'll screw over and who they might become down the road. So you're basically saying you better watch out. You better watch your back. But I'm willing to give out your phone number. Interesting. As Kevin Smith once said, the world is small, so be kind. Shut up. What the fuck, as Kevin Smith said. God damn it, dude. Kevin Smith.
A business email or a business address or even a phone number. But to post my private information for all the world to see is a dick move.
If Joel fucking spread a comment and his and Billy's address was on there, that was very sloppy and stupid of Joel. So I will go on that. Let's see. Let me go back to this bullshit.
Dick move. So unfortunately, I had to delete the post because I didn't want my personal information.
Hold up. All you had to do was either block Joel or delete the comments. So now this guy is lying why he had to delete the whole post. That makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. You have the authority to delete. Oh, wait. No, is this on Facebook? No, I take it back. Moving forward. I was wrong.
World to see is a dick move. So unfortunately, I had to delete the post because I didn't want my personal information.
Well, that's not going to stop him from sharing it, but yeah. If it's there, I don't see it. Let's see here. You see addresses? You are fully contributed to the I don't see it.
Personal information.
Okay, wait, maybe this is it. I'm not deflecting anything. Glenn did contribute to the timeline. I showed him the proof after he claimed bullshit. According to Glenn, he didn't know anything about it, which shows Glenn doesn't handle the customer service. He lets other people do that. Is that Glenn's fault? No. So he didn't blame Glenn either. He said that's not his fault. It's his company's fault. It's the factories overseas. It's the person handling the customer service for him and how they treat other businesses in the community. But at the end of the day, it's his business. So that responsibility falls on the small business owner. Now, there's a pretty good chance you would have received your mod a lot sooner if those holds were exchanged. And that's factual. If Joel got working product, you would have got your product sooner. So Glenn's delay caused Joel's delay. It's how it fucking works. You wanted GRS parts. Sadly, the parts Joel received were not good. And instead of being some jerk and making it public, oh, Glenn's product sucks, it was dead on arrival, he kept it quiet. But that's not Glenn's fault. As far as like he's not there doing quality control 24/7s. And Glenn, if he received it, would have handled it. And then as Glenn posted to you, oh shit, he did send it. And that's where we find out that a lot of shit was sent. And you know why Glenn was able to find all that? It's because we all talked about it together in private. And they all agreed to take a step back. and reset. So this wasn't about hiding nothing. This was about not bringing drama to the community, which you're bringing back up. You think Glenn wants to have his old messages that he chose to remove back out there? Probably not. Probably not.
Out there for the world to see. I thought about reposting it with my private information redacted as I did here. But since I shared the video of the full post and the screenshots properly redacted, I felt there was no need to do it. The refund which you see here happened after this was posted.
Hold up. Register customer sent you money. $1,300.
But I still haven't received it. I guess we'll cover that when we get.
And why didn't he receive it? Because he's going to later admit he's a dumbass who did. So this time he tried to force the refund on him. And he's like, no.
Received it. I guess we'll cover that when we get to it.
When we get to it. Why don't you see? He takes you guys for stupid. Like, hey guys, I'm going to introduce the lie. Then I'm going to rant about how it's true. And then 15 minutes later, I'm going to admit it was a lie. So then you forget about the original point he brought up.
He says the only narrative that I could push is how long my wait time was. Seriously?
Yeah, that's the only narrative you can push. Joel's wait time was fucking long. God, I would be upset. That's long. That's a long time. Yeah. But you got your fucking money. Or you were offered money. And you got the product. Shut the fuck up. That's the only thing you have. Is how long you wait. Okay, but it's over. So people can only hear you say it so many times.
It's not about the wait time. So I lay it out for him. I essentially tell him he's wrong. I point out the flip-flopping on the yolks. How disappointed I was that he learned nothing.
What flip-flopping on the yolks? You're trying to fucking make up narratives.
Nothing from the experience. Then maybe he should change his priorities from restoring arcade cabinets for his buddies and actually dedicate his time to getting those orders out the door for those anxious customers that are pissed. I also note that this is the last time that I will be addressing him directly, and I will continue to speak up for the little guy, so to speak.
This will be the last time I communicate to learn facts from you, and I'm going to keep spreading misinformation and make drama videos out of it. Cool.
He comes back at me about not wanting to throw Glen under the bus.
That's exactly why it happened.
He breaks out the timeline the way he sees it.
The way he sees it via your order was December 22nd. Remember, you showed me the email. I claimed Glen's yolks were out of stock. When do you think the yolks arrived? Because the ones that arrived were dead on arrival. When he asked for new yolks, there was no yolks to replace the dead on arrival yolks. You stupid motherfucker.
Has the audacity to say that I don't get to complain anymore because I received everything that I ordered.
I need to make that into a soundbite. Oh my God.
It's out the timeline the way he sees it. He then has the audacity to say that I don't get to complain anymore because I received everything that I ordered. Piss off, dude. I have the right to complain. You were the one that blew it, not me. You see, it's the Darvo pattern. Deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. For Joel, it's about the control of the narrative. He wants to make
what narrative?
Us look like we're the ones at fault.
He's never said. Didn't he write? It's not Glen's fault. It's the company's fault. It's the warehouse's fault. But in the end of the day, it's your company still. So yeah, you got to take fault. Like, it's just logical. Oh my God.
The ones being unreasonable. Unreasonable is giving a customer an 8 to 12 week or 12 to 16 week lead time and still not delivering on the product. If it was going to be longer, then you need to update your website and tell your customers that up front so they can make an informed decision. You can't change the terms in the case of the lead time after the sale, especially when you know damn well that
Actually, it can change, and there's state laws based on that, but whatever.
The time the customer figures it out, a chargeback isn't possible. And you tell them, sorry, no refunds. Your customers have been waiting 2 to 3 years for.
So they're mad that he claims that there's a clear thing saying no refunds, and he's still, doing the product. And then when he offers chargeback incentives, like, hey guys, just go ahead and do the chargeback, because there's a reason for this, by the way, but I'm not, able to say because of legal shit. But if he's saying go ahead and do the chargeback and you're going to get your refund, y'all still bitching. Like, Jesus Christ. There's no winning. There's none.
For their product with no follow-up. Owning up to it on a live stream doesn't count, especially when the customer.
I have done nothing but own up to this. I even addressed it in my live stream. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. You can't say that. I choose the terms and conditions on when and how you own up to it. It doesn't count. I remember I was in that stream. He's like, dude, I fucked up. Billy was 100% in his rights to call me out. That doesn't count. Shut the fuck up, man.
That you burned aren't watching it and didn't see it. The bottom line is, you know damn well that if I didn't put that video out, I'd still be waiting. Oh, and as far as staying out of things that don't involve me, I got news for you, dude. That's never going to happen. You and I both know that.
So now he's saying he's on a revenge tour.
There are still more people out there in the same situation that I was. How customers haven't gone as far as suing you in small claims court or filing police reports, I have no idea. And I guarantee you this, if they come to me and ask me for help, or they ask me to tell their story, I won't hesitate to do it. Now, going back to Glen's page here. Now, I really wish I could show you the whole thing, but it's gone. If you attempt to click on the link that I had posted.
I have the whole thing. I didn't bring it up, though. I'll have to bring it up. I have the whole thing.
Posted, this is what you get. So the whole post has been deleted, but we'll swing back to that. Glen essentially called BS on the whole thing. He called it a lame excuse. We go back and forth a little bit. He said Joel provided him with an order number and he's going to check into it with his team.
Listen to this shit.
Little bit. He said Joel provided him with an order number and he's going to check into it with his team.
Man, I got to screenshot this part too. So, man, the sound bites are going to be great.
I think that's great. I tell him that I appreciate him giving me his side of the story and looking into the issue, because that's what people with principles and integrity do. Before we move forward, I want to touch on why this post no longer exists. When I was getting everything together for this video, that's when I found out the page was gone. I went to Glen's posts and started digging through it, and that's when I found this. Personally, I think this is great.
Now you see where my story comes in, right? I had a very positive conversation with Retro Lizard, and I appreciate his time and talk. It was a great to talk one-on-one, and appreciate your time to talk. And that's what more people need to do. Maybe they can learn from us. Guess who was in the room where it fucking happened, you dumb fuck? I like to thank Glen for his apology. After speaking with him and hearing his sincerity, I am glad we can move past this in a positive way. They both equally did what they did. They both manned up. It's over between these guys. So whatever you try to do to get Glen all mad, it's not going to happen. You fucking fail. You fucking fail. All you fucks fail. Michael B. fail. Billy, fail. Fail. Whatever narratives you guys try to do to get these guys fighting again, it's never going to occur again. Never. Because the facts happen. Retro ordered GRS parts. The parts weren't up to quality, and the quality that Glen would be proud of. Retro sat on it in regards to revealing that to Billy, but he did not sit on trying to communicate it to Glen. Glen and Retro talk. It's in story. They know how to move forward in the going forward now as companies to make sure that customers are satisfied. And now they have a direct line of communication instead of emails that one might have missed, because he runs a company. So customer service doesn't always get its back to its, its face, its owner or whatever. Who says Glenn is the one answering every fucking call? But now they have a direct line of communication. So you fail.
I'm glad that Glenn and Joel were able to mend fences and move on.
Are you
But that
really?
also explains why this doesn't exist anymore.
See, bam, the gaslight. He goes off. We are 13 minutes into this video. He says he literally said that Joel deleted all this shit, and here we are. Like Jesus Christ.
So a few months go by and I check in with Glenn to see what the story was. Glenn confirms after checking with his team that it looks like Joel sent in a service.
Bravo, Billy. Bravo. Hey, man. Want to apologize. So looking and checking with the team, it looks like he did send in some service requests. Some service requests. That means more than one, you dumb fuck. The fuck? So we are 13 minutes in so he can slip in that he lied. This whole time he's got you guys baited. The whole time. And 100% of the time, Joel was telling the truth.
Request. I told Glenn that I'll have to take Joel at his word as much as I don't want.
That's not his word. It's Glenn's.
Want to. Now you may be thinking to yourself, why? He told the truth. Sure, he did.
Bruh. Y'all heard that, right? Now I'm gonna screenshot this time because this is crazy. Fucking crazy. He just said Joel told the truth. But the whole time he said Joel lied, Joel lied, Joel lied, Joel lied. He told the truth. How you guys use this guy as a source, I don't know.
And when somebody's telling you the truth, you tend not to believe them since they lied to you before.
Well, you just said he told the truth. So where was the lie?
You see, getting a defective or broken product and telling the customer that's what happened is not throwing a supplier, or in this case, Glenn, under the bus.
Yeah, it is, because he doesn't want you guys. Jesus Christ. But whatever. Joel was thinking he did the right thing. So just because you didn't get the info doesn't make Joel in the wrong, you dumb fuck. Joel could not proceed to move forward because factually he had no working parts for you. And that is on Glenn's side of the house. But yeah, you're right. You know what? Maybe you guys could have went for something else. But either way, it's over. It's fucking over. Joel didn't lie about anything.
Us. Mistakes and missteps in manufacturing happens all the time.
And what's Joel? Is he not the manufacturer?
Bad yolks were the problem, then say that. Don't go the half-bitch route and hide it or cover it up. It only adds fuel to the fire. Be the full or the whole bitch. Have the integrity and the principles to own it, or in this case, tell the truth.
He told the truth.
When you have principles
You said he lied.
and integrity, you don't delete customers' comments when they're looking for an up.
All right, so right here, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. I'm gonna try to talk while I do this. So what's this guy's name? Donnie Carlone, right? Let me show you guys something real quick here. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm doing this real time. I'm taking it from my other thingy and bringing it over. Let me bring up. Let's see here. Excuse me real quick. What I'm going to do is I am going to go into my Facebook to send a screenshot to myself so I could share it with you guys. But long story short, I'm going to show you that this guy doesn't do what he's supposed to do. And he doesn't, because he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, he basically lies to you because he doesn't get the fucking facts. So remember, right now, right, he's saying that Joel lied, and so Joel's such a liar, he likes to go around deleting screenshots, right? Now, this is the guy that he says deleted his screenshot, right? Remember that. All right. So I'm going to back out right here, or I'm going to continue this video for a bit, show you what he's saying, how Joel's a big old fat liar, and that he deleted this man's comment, right?
Update or are accusing you of ghosting them. Case in point. Note the date stamps of the files of these two screenshots, folks. The first one was taken on November 20th, 2025. The other was taken the very next day. Someone with principles and integrity would follow up with the customer, maybe apologize to him, give him an update, a timeline, something, maybe refund them the $4,000 that they paid you 2 years ago. Here's another case.
So he says that Joel deleted the video, yeah? Or the screenshot. And then I am going to show you contradiction. Oops, excuse me. Stop screen. What is my other self up here? Hold on. Fuck it. Share screen. Window. Ugh. Fucking Mac. Here it is. All right. So y'all remember that picture, right? Or that thing where he said Joel deleted this guy's comment. Question: did you delete the comment on Retro Lizard? Thank you. Yes, I did. I was pretty angry, and I didn't like how it made me feel posting it, as I would not change anything, so I removed it. I understand. Thank you. That's all it would have took you. You disingenuous piece of shit. You have no integrity. You have no means of trying to be factual. Nothing. I got you in lie after lie after lie after lie. You see this, right? Donnie Corleone, did you delete your comment to Retro Lizard? Yes, I did. Period. That's a period. Yes, I did. And what did he say? He said he deleted it. So he says that Glen deleted shit, or I mean he deleted Glen's shit. He lied about Glen. He lied about a refund. He like, and in his own video, he keeps walking back, stepping back, and contradicting himself. And in here, I had to prove that he was a straight up, flat out fucking liar. In fucking sane. Share screen. Share. All right. This is funny.
Point. And I'm really sorry, Danny. I don't mean to dredge this shit back up again.
I'm really sorry, Danny. Uh-oh. We got to the conspiracy about Mike B and Danny.
Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember when he jumped on Danny's live stream and started berating him?
Jumped on Danny's live stream? You mean invited? Hey, man, I see you in the comments. Come on in. Let me have it. Let's talk about it. How come you don't have the balls to confront Nick and his 2-hour stream where over 30,000 people had it was 3,000 people on his live stream and over 40,000 views and about 1,000 comments, all saying what Joel is saying. You don't have the balls or cojones to confront Nick, do you?
Over something that, quite frankly, was none of our business?
Oh, it was our business. It was a GoFundMe, you dumb fuck. It was a GoFundMe. That's public. Also public because his friends shared it within the Facebook community, which I have the screenshots of, and Michael B loving and liking the public screenshots that they were sent out. It was never private. You guys are just liars because you realize this fucker was basically, in my opinion, scamming people about the situation.
As far as I'm concerned, this was a private matter.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a piece of shit.
Furthermore, this would have never come up if somebody didn't have an axe to grind, period.
Whoa, ooh, interesting. So wait. So this was a live event in real time where Lizard is talking to Danny. This isn't a recap of what happened. This is live. This is instantly. This was like 24 hours after the fact that we find out about the GoFundMe, and he's the one talking about it. So what axe is there to grind? Let's use this for your own comment. Why are you bringing stuff up 2 years later after you received the product?
It would never come up if somebody didn't have an axe to grind.
Sounds like you got an axe to grind.
Period. Look, I'm not going to rehash this, but what I'm going to say is...
You are rehashing it.
You got a lot of nerve.
The gall of jumping on somebody's live stream and just berating them, all the while your hands aren't clean. You're taking money from people and not providing them with updates or shipping out their orders, and you think you have the right to chastise and berate him? Really? How dare you, sir? Let's take
How dare you?
it a step further. How about that time you decided to go off on a rant?
Oh, interesting. Michael B. So, damn, I didn't even see this. This is getting good. Thank you, Billy, for telling on yourself. So I had the conspiracy. The conspiracy followed through. And then on his own video, he goes in about Danny and Michael B. And then Michael B does his video. These fuckers are feeding off of each other and have an axe to grind. They want to derail Lizard by basically saying, well, if he's untrustworthy, that means that they're doing the fallacy bit. That means that whatever he said about Danny, which everyone was using as a source to basically go, shame on you, Danny, then it no longer counts. It still counts. Danny's a piece of shit. Danny was a liar.
And about Michael B. complaining he goes live too much. Something about not being a real news channel and not supporting third-party companies.
This is exactly the truth.
Using yourself as an example. Yet all the while, you're like, keep my company's name out of your mouth. As my old man would say.
You got some set of balls, you know that?
Come on, dude. You can't have it both ways. The bottom line.
You can't have it both ways. But you can have it all the ways, up the ass and everything else, right? So you can take his product, take the refunds that you were offered, lie, and you can have it every fucking which way. Straight Burger King Billy. BK Billy.
Line is you were just pissed that he didn't cover you, which quite frankly is a good thing. The last thing anybody wants to do is review and promote somebody that is taking people's money but can't get their product out the door. Then there's those chargebacks. You knew damn well what you were doing here. You knew eventually the site would get shut down and that Shopify would start rejecting the chargebacks. So why do I do this?
So when you got this community that do these chargebacks, so if you get money, right, for a Shopify account, it's a business account. And all the money goes to that business account. And if you get a chargeback, which you're not supposed to be doing if the guy's working on your stuff, Shopify can, and this is, I'm just going off of the top of my head, Shopify can freeze or does freeze your money. And if they continue to get chargeback after chargeback, then it just keeps resetting, the hold on the money. So, it sucks. And then on top of that, if this guy is now just saying, fuck it all, I know you guys have been waiting, what I need you to do is go ahead and do the chargeback and I won't dispute it. So all you got to do is contact your credit card company. Hey, this guy's got my money or whatever, right? You do your chargeback. He won't refute it. He won't sit there and go, hey, no, I need the money or nothing like that. That sounds like he's solving anyone's grievances that doesn't want the product any longer. But you're whining about it. Something's wrong with you.
I keep bringing this stuff up? Because I hate the idea of slacktivism. I hate keeping quiet about things when I feel like people are being wronged. I don't want to sit here idly while companies like Joel screw people out of their money. Some of you may say, well, he's not screwing people out of their money. He's just taking a really long time to get products out the door. Like this comment. I wish people understood the personal craftsmanship that goes into each build that you make.
Sounds like this person was a satisfied customer who had taken just as long as anyone else.
Stop it. Don't defend bad behavior. That's the way you feel. Put yourself in the customer's shoes that drop anywhere between $1,000 and $4,000 and has been waiting years with nothing to show for it. Okay, so let's play devil's advocate here. If that's the case and you can't keep up, then stop taking orders.
Or refund the fucking money like he's saying he's going to do. You dumb fuck.
Get caught up, get the products to the customer's hand, then spin things up again. You don't drop the S off your name and stand up another site and start taking people's money again. I have to truly wonder what the S stands for. It's certainly not savings. The fact that he's not telling people where they are in the production line because it's all too much for him is abhorrent. Send an email, make a phone call, do something to let them know that it's being worked on. At the end of the day, as I've said,
I can agree on that
many times before, treat people how you want to be treated. While we're on the subject of chargebacks and refunds, let's talk about that refund. While it was appreciated, unfortunately, he sent it to the wrong email address. You're probably going to say, well, you could have just spun up another PayPal account so you could have gotten your money and so on and so forth. That's true.
What?
But I didn't have a chance to set it up in the week or so that PayPal allows you to do it in. He followed up with me and told me it was returned. I provided him with the proper email address. That was the last correspondence that we had, and I haven't received the refund, which is fine. As I said before, a refund is not necessary. You put the time, materials, and the effort into it. You should be paid for that. If I do happen to get that refund, I'm not keeping it. To me, it's found money.
It doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Joel does. It doesn't matter if this guy gets his refund or not or whatever. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
Just like the Star Wars cabinet that I want to build with the mod, then sell or auction off, it will be donated to the Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Before we go, I promised to talk a little bit about what's coming up in the next Dude, Where's My Mod video. That one will be about a VP. Nobody, I'm not saying icon pop up on harsher times.
That was rough. That was fucking rough. Let's see what we got here. Sorry about not looking at the chat. If you want to come through, Prince. Let's see here. Yeah, another fucking dick rider. Dude, this is crazy. Hey, Prince, do you want to come on? Let me know. But man, I mean, I got shit for days on this. Maybe I got to make this a part fucking 2. Jesus Christ. But dude, I mean, if you guys can't see the conspiracy here, I don't know what to say to you. Rexer, I know you don't like me or whatever, but you know, you got common sense, man. You're gonna get. He's trying to bait you to join in on this shit. This is not about Joel. This is about Danny. This is about how the AA guys. And let me tell you something too, Gallagher guy. I'm disappointed mostly in you. I recall you calling you up, talking to you about this whole thing when Danny was spreading the N-word shit. And what's funny too, Danny, is that you keep here and trying to detract that, you know, oh, he's talking about the wrong Twitter account. Da, da, da. First off, it's the one that is yours. the Danny Snacks that you say it's yours. It has the majority of the N-word shit. The other one that you say is fake has your fucking wedding ring and your proposal and your car and all your personal tweet or all your personal Facebook shit or whatever the fuck you were sending out in the first place, and all your fucking Starbucks history and all that too. So it's fucking you piece of shit. So that's pretty funny. But either way, you know, when you guys got companies out there that are distancing themselves from him, like X Arcade and whatnot, and then appeasing them. I think it was you, Chaotic. I'm just highly disappointed in you. Does your wife know you're still friends with him? Because last I checked, you know, she didn't like him for very reasons of exploiting his wife. Found some gold a while ago. The hot wife Katie page is what, you know, she called her page. You know, her basically trying to thirst trap dudes, and you know, Danny putting up, you know, hashtag hot wife summer with her in her little bikini showing off her swollen tits, you know, in the bikini for YouTube thirst traps and shit, you know, looking like an official OnlyFans shit, you know. So it's quite wild. This community, what happens. I'm calling you out, Gallagher guy, as someone who I considered a friend, how you would take these lies that Danny would do, such as claiming that people would call his job or spreading dick pics, and then trying to basically do attacks on me, and then realizing that you guys were just fucking wrong and that this guy lied to you. And I've been done showing the videos, done showing the screenshots, where you go, oh shit, this motherfucker lied to me, and you guys still go for it. You guys are trouble. You're drama makers. You, sir, you told me, you sent me, asked me who the fuck was butt liquor winker guy, because he made a comment about your wife because she's half black, half white. And then as someone who has a black wife and a spouse, and how you could be okay with a full-grown man talking about black children and calling them the N-word because he's a 30-year-old fucking man bullying kids on Call of Duty, air quotes, apparently, while he's on Twitter, calling them, you know, NIGGA in a very derogatory term. It's very fucking disappointing. I think you should be a fucking shame of yourself, and I'm gonna fucking go there with you, because I've been nothing but good to you. We talked over the phone, and you've ignored that. But instead, you turn coat. You completely backstab everybody. Joel 1000% had defended you guys to the point we've had screaming matches. And then when I finally showed him the truth, he came into y'all's Discord and called you the fuck out about Danny's situation. And y'all went after Gio. I mean, I got all the shit about it. You admit that you have to have a babysitter for him. It's insane. It's insane. And we know this is a petty get back. No one's stupid here, but y'all, like, this is insane. This is a get back. This has nothing to do. Y'all don't give a fuck about any of these people. This is just your personal get back. This is so that you can do a takeover. Just like when I was in Rascal's show the other day. And this perfect storm fuck who has like I said from earlier, has this long history with Joel, came in and made all these derogatory comments trying to derail Rascal's show. And Little Alien and crew kept all those comments up. And Joel's like, hey, you know, are you guys going to do anything about it? And Little Alien's like, don't tell me what to do. When I see comments from Danny's super chat, you got to notice that during his show, there was a lot of people that I've never seen before in this show. Like, it was like the new takeover show that Sean is not there no longer, popping up. And Danny made that fucking super chat, was a direct attack on Sean. Very coded, very cryptic on Sean. You know, this is basically money for the new and approved show. I mean, no one's stupid. We all see it. We all see what's happening. You guys have your agendas. It's pretty pathetic. Yeah, see, look right here. Sean, yeah, man, that definitely was a direct attack. So, you know, we got these crews coming in and starting drama. Like, I have never, ever been in anyone's show and ever started drama in my life. Ever. I'll call you out on my personal channel or whatever, but I do not go into someone's show to derail it. The only you motherfuckers come to mine. I don't go to yours to do it. So I find that interesting. And I find all this sad. This dude lied for minutes on end. This is just crazy. Like, I'm gonna have to make a montage pointing all this out. You know, he starts off with, I caught him in a lie. Then he goes, I figured I caught him in a lie. That's an admission of assumption, not proof, you dumbass. Then he goes, Joel lied about the bad yolks versus running out. Glen confirms Joel sent a service request. That means Glen validated Joel's explanations. Not yours, Billy. Joel never refunded me. Which means basically I didn't set up the account, the refund return. The return was your fault, not Joel's. Joel deleted posts and hid the evidence. No, Glen deleted them after reconciling with Joel, which I was in the room. The deletion had nothing to do with hiding anything. And then with the other guy too, you say he deleted Joel's shit. That's not, or Joel deleted his shit. That's not fucking true. He deleted his shit. Then you go, my mind wasn't ready. He never intended to ship it. That's why there was a new label affixed to the old one. That proves it was packed and ready earlier. He just didn't do it. The intention was there. He just didn't do it. I don't know why though. Slap face Joel, right? Then you go, Joel ghosted me, no communication. You're the bitch who's saying that you're not going to talk to him no more. You said he ghosted you, but you're not going to talk to the guy? Shut up. You show his emails. You show that he gave you a tracking. You showed Bill that he gave you a refund. You showed us that he was willing to assist you with setup. That's communication, dude. Then you basically say the manufacturing excuses are lies. Then you go on later to go with mistakes happen manufacturing all the time. So you admit delays can be legitimate. Then you go, I didn't want to make this call out video. Dude, you saved the screenshot, posted the accusations, you added to the old drama, you produced a full expose. You're contradicting yourself. Then you go, Joel never takes responsibility. Which that's all Joel did. And then with that too, with Glen confirmed, Joel reported the issue immediately. Joel emailed the updates, he refunded, he followed up. That's taking responsibility. And then you're like, my case reflects many victims. I thought I was an outlier. But then you contradict your own narrative of this whole thing with mass wrongdoing. You contradicted yourself the whole fucking video. And then you go, Joel lied about the timeline, but then you go, Joel, I have to take Joel at his word. You say this after the evidence disproves you. Then you go, well, Joel's misleading his customers. You contradicted yourself the whole fucking time. You assumed without evidence. You're the one who misinterpreted the timelines. You're the one who exaggerated the claims. You're the ones with the fucking multiple accusations. That misinformation didn't come from Joel. That shit came from you. Oh, yeah. Hold up. I got something else to show you guys. So you ready for this hypocrisy? Talking about deleting people's stuff, right? I'm going to show you guys this one. This is insane right here. So I gave him, I wrote him a comment. And he deletes it. And let's see here if I can find it. Okay, I found it. And let me see if I can find a follow-up comment. Okay, here we go. And this is going to be another evidence of people being in his ear. All right. So I write to Billy. At 9:29 in this video, he didn't actually lie. That was factual. Glen commented about being deleted was because I mediated between them. There was more to that story than what you claim. You have every right to voice your situation. I even confronted Joel about it. Heck, I wouldn't even mind having you on the show to talk and share your story more. Also, with that comment being gone at 14:20, I think that guy actually deleted his own comment because Joel isn't really the type to do that. And then I showed you guys proof that he really fucking did delete his own comment. As with Danny's GoFundMe scam, it was exactly that. He made it public. That was a lie he made up. It was never private. I have the screenshot that his friends shared it publicly. Between him calling the kids the N-word and ranting 50 plus times on Twitter and his lies to John D about me claiming I got him fired from Best Buy doesn't make him the most stellar person for you to use as an example. There is a reason X Arcade stopped affiliating with him. I gave Danny $100 twice and he air quote refunded me twice. So yeah, there's that. Good video. Keep advocating for yourself. Very positive. No reason for him to delete it, right? So then I get hit up by some friends and go, wait a minute, didn't you make a comment? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Did you see it? And he's like, yeah, fuck. And the other folks are like, yeah, the fuck I saw it because it was very detailed and well done. Mike. God damn it. All right, 1 second. Pull my shit back up. Mic check. All right, cool. Hold on. Sorry about that. I got this fucking mouse function here, and when I hit the fucking mouse button, it does what it does. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. Let me pull up the screenshot again. Sorry about that. So back to what I was saying. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can't. Mike. All right. He goes, let me go back to my shit. Yeah, after I showed him all this, there's absolutely no fucking reason for him, to delete the comment. I call out everything, and then he goes and deletes my comment. After people have revealed to me that, he did what he did. So he's crying like a little bitch boy about deleting or removing evidence. And look what he goes and does, right? And the 920 line. Oh yeah. So let me show you now the other screenshot. Share screen. No, this one. So then this to me proves that my comment and my reply was positive. He goes, I appreciate the comment. However, it was not deleted. You were just blocked. I'm well aware of who you are. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I mean, according to Danny, I'm an NIGGA, right? Is that what you think? Anyways, I prefer not to have a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent. I don't know what the fuck you come on armed with other than being retarded. This is the one and only time I'll be addressing you. Have a good evening. I'm like, oh, you did? Good. Now you show me exactly who I thought you were. You're a hypocrite. And I will be addressing you. Have a better evening, hypocrite. And yes, I'll be pointing out your bullshit on my live soon enough. It's funny you tried to use my live to roast Rexer and ended up making yourself look like a damn fool instead. Billy, nothing about you is witty. You just look like a whiny fool. You got the product. You were offered a refund. Now you're just whining to whine. You lied about Joel referencing Glen. You lied about Joel deleting the comment. You were wrong about Rexer, and you were dead wrong about defending Danny and his bigot as ours GoFundMe scam. At this point, you're not proving anything. You're just whining louder. So since you know exactly who I am now, cool, I'm putting you front and center. If attention is what you've been begging for, I'll be the one to give you the attention you've been crying for. So after all that whining and bitching, he does exactly what he claimed Joel did, which Joel never did. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. I'm having a blast busting those whiny ass neckbeards on that piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, now look at this walk back this motherfucker does. This one is gold. So guy basically calls out Michael B, and Michael B does his walk back video. So, you know, Michael B does this whole drama thing where he pops up magically like, oh, let's talk about Retro Lizard. Let me fuck over his small business more. I mean, like, you've already didn't cover his shit, and now you want to? It sounds like you're just drama. You couldn't cover him when you thought he was doing good? Mind you, this guy hosts this Danny and then tries to make excuses. And then, oh, check this out. So he brings on Danny, and then they go on this full mocking thing of Joel. I confront him, and he goes, oh, I wasn't aware I did that. And then he tells my friend, who I have on a screenshot, I knew exactly what I was doing. I was mad at Joel. He pissed me off. Michael, you are a hell of an actor. You guys got to realize that Michael B, growing up, was a professional wrestler and a heel. Heels are the bad guys. And professional wrestlers are also very professional actors. And if you ever notice, he does his fake smiles, his Canadian shit. So everyone thinks he's a happy, go jolly, obese man that couldn't harm a fly. No, he's an asshole. He's just an asshole. And he's got you fuckers full. He's doing what they call in the professional world a kayfabe. You know, he's 100% putting on the act. He's all about himself. And it's a shame because he had me fooled. Like, I think I'm more bitter at the fact he had me fooled than anything. Otherwise, I shouldn't have been surprised about this guy. We're not giving Danny a pass. Every time you're coming to me with drama, I didn't stream for 2 or 3 months, and this guy came to me for help for air quote Rexer. So he baited me in about Rexer, and then lied to everybody about my association with that because he's the one who wrote to me asking me for help for Rexer. So then he threw me under the bus for Rexer. Like, this is the drama of Michael B. And I was out of the scene. So, you know, when it's quiet for these guys, they reawaken the dragon, and they go at each other's necks.
But while we're waiting, sorry guys, got a bit of a cough tonight. Oh, Ezekiel, you forgot to put Retro Lizard Arcade on this one too soon. So I did do a video on the wait times for Retro Lizard Arcade yesterday, and I'll be very clear about this. The goal here is to motivate, obviously, the company to move forward, get those existing orders that are delayed and people waiting on out, and then have the business moving forward in a better stretch, while at the same time helping the people that are currently waiting for orders, that are frustrated to receive those orders. So very funny, but at the same time, nobody should look down on anybody. It's more about, let's make sure this company and this community can move forward, and we can right the wrong that's going on with some people. So Ezekiel, I appreciate it. I appreciate the joke. But yeah, no.
What fucking shit did I just watch? The biggest fucking walk back in history. This motherfucker. See, I gotta find the screenshots again. I'll do that later. This motherfucker goes in like, yeah, I got a problem with this Joe character guy, blah, blah, blah. I just want to help out Joe. I'm Michael B. Oh, it's me. Merry Christmas. I'm a fat fuck. You lying sack of shit. You did this to drag this guy. This is the equivalent of what you saw the screenshots, guys. You saw it from fucking John D himself calling out the cornercade over Michael B and crew trying to derail Paul and Kevin, right? Y'all saw that. Where's the lie in that, right? And then he goes, oh, it was just a prank, guys. I'm such a bad guy. I do GoFundMe for cure cancers and stuff. You're like, no, normal people see through your bullshit, man. You're full of shit. You guys get jealous. You can't be first in line, so you try to derail. And then you go, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's why Paul deleted that 5-hour fucking video and reduced it to 1-hour video, because they were cussing your asses out and calling you out. And y'all must have went there and sucked his dick because he removed it all. The only one who was man enough to admit shit was 19K Fox. Salute. He didn't fucking hide it. I mean, and that it was in story. 19K Fox, pretty much air quotes. I'm a grown ass man. You know, I did what I did, and looking back as a man of integrity, I'm paraphrasing for him. You know, I realized that I could have handled this different. I could have handled it better, because in life we could always handle shit better. You can always Monday night quarterback something and go, damn, I could have went left instead of right. So he did that. In story for him. But you double down on some bullshit. It was just a prank. So you're basically saying Robert 19K Fox is a liar. Because 19K Fox said it was no damn prank. But here you are. You're a coward, Michael B. You're a coward. Anyways, let me see if I can find this shit. Let me cure Sean's shit here. If I can make this dude a mod, because he can't see shit. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. See, add as a moderator. Can words and change. There we go. There you go, Sean. Check that out. Maybe that can help you see shit. See, I prefer to stay invisible in this niche community. Only to reason my Lazarus is defend my friend. Exactly. His goal is to get his rage bait viewers to supplement his Canadian DoorDash career. Bruh, I'm telling you, you know, I look back on my life and go, damn, I got a hell of a resume. And then these guys look back on their lives and go, you know, LinkedIn YouTuber. Like, I can see why you're upset, but this is crazy. At this point, this is crazy. Like, this is the most insane walk back I've ever seen.
But while we're waiting,
you're just a
sorry,
liar.
guys, got a bit of a cough tonight. Oh, Ezekiel, you forgot to put Retro Lizard Arcade on this one to motivate. Obviously,
you literally, like, less than 24 hours did a whole rage bait video to go, you know, buyer beware. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek on what's coming next before I get off. So about a year ago, Michael B made a very nasty comment to Kevin, in my opinion, about the whole Danny thing, and started defending Danny again about the whole GoFundMe bit that he. And I go, you know, I noticed something about these guys is that they project a lot. Now, I was gonna go in and destroy him on this shit, and you know, one of his friends contacted me. It was just like, you know, hey. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it be. You know, good call. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it ride. But after you bring in this drama, Michael, and going out of your way, 100% out of your way about something that doesn't involve you, that you would never cover this guy in his best day, to come at him because you have a little tit for tat and try to challenge his character. and how he runs his job and stuff, I'm going to look at something that disturbed me. And I'm just going to do the official quote right now for the sake of transcripts. I am not making any official accusations. I am not basing this upon any air quote facts that I claim to be true. But I will present you guys with facts of live airing of what I've seen and a breakdown of why I can consider this disturbing. But when you see it, a certain person runs a charity, and when I looked into the line by line taxes, it looked interesting. And all you got to do is go look yourself. And when you do, I'm not saying there is a discrepancy, but when a government funds you about, 480,000 Canadian, and you take 92% up to, my numbers may be wrong, but when you take about 400,000 of that, 500,000 that they give you as personal, I wouldn't say personal, that's the wrong word to use, as compensation for your work, seems a little weird. I don't know what kind of charity this is, if it's a donation one, because if it's a donation charity, it looks, I saw no donations for those compensations. If when I'm looking at live view shows saying that basically your job is 24/7 YouTubing and other things, it looks a little weird to me. But either way, I'm not making any official accusations, but I'll be the Fox News and let viewers decide. Since you want to bring this kind of drama unnecessary to other people, I'm gonna take a good look. And once again, I'm not officially making any comments or accusations. I'm not saying this is fraud or anything of the sort. That is not my commentary, because you guys all have your own brain and you can decide. But I can go over the facts. I can go over the numbers, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So with that, have a good day. Be blessed, everybody.